the game can see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go.
This is Akin, aka Jack is the Truth. I'm at the AJ Miller press conference with Eddie Hearn. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing very well, very well. Glad that's over with.
It was a pretty tame press conference compared to New York.
Was it tame? Okay, I've seen a lot of tamer ones. I mean, the head-to-head was interesting, and I'm just glad they behaved. Listen, they've done their stuff now. Got one more to do at Sky today, a little head-to-head face-off, and then into camp for a very important fight.
You mentioned the undercard. When do you think we'll get news on who's fighting?
There's a couple of fights made already. We'll probably announce maybe this week a couple of them, but obviously it's quite a long way to go. It's just quite unique in a build-up. Normally you do a presser 8-9 weeks out. I think we've got 14 weeks or something like that. So, like I said, it's going to be British and Ireland on all one side of the bill, and it's going to be a hell of a party. June 1st at Madison Square Garden.
How much do you think AJ is relishing the challenge of applying his trade in New York for the first time?
A lot. I mean, he came to the Canelo fight and he really enjoyed himself. And he looked around and he thought, this is a place I'd like to fight. You look at the history of MSG, Ali, Frazier, Lewis, Holyfield, Marciano, Joe Louis. There's some unbelievable history at that place. And to have that on his resume is good. There was always the doubt of, obviously he wanted the undisputed fight. Now he gets Jarrell Miller. Is he motivated by that? Last week did everything that needs to be done. He wants to punish this man. And you could see that out there that's not a normal Anthony Joshua press conference, When he talk about reconstructing his face, that's not lines that he normally uses. So I wouldn't say he's rattled, but he's up for this.
He talks about New York in a very glowing light, and there seems to be a trend with UK fighters going off to America and getting due deals. What does that say about, given the notoriety and the success that he's developed in the UK, what does that say about the fans from this side of the pond? If he's relishing that so much, do you think he will eventually start applying his trade in New York or in America full time, and we won't get to see him over here anymore? Is that the way the sport's going?
No, I don't think so. But I mean, what we've seen in the last 6 months is a huge amount of money being offered and generated in the in the US. And luckily we've been able to generate the market in the UK to a level where you do have the option. If we didn't have the option, he would have boxed in the US a long time ago. But he's kept it here for 2 unification fights. The plan was always to fight in the UK, but he couldn't get Wilder. Dillian White deal didn't get done. Fury was rematching Wilder. So this was an option that probably came a little bit earlier than we anticipated. But it's all part of the development. It's all part of the expansion. You have to box in America at some point. I don't think it's like how it used to be, in that to fight in America is incredible. But it's important. And like I said, it's come earlier than we expected it to. But now it's come and it's on and it's announced and we're up and running. The team is really, really excited and very, very motivated. And like I said, seeing him last week get received the way he did, these American fans are going to love Anthony Joshua.
I asked that because he's fighting Jarrell Miller, obviously. Could we potentially see a Deontay Wilder fight for the first time in America, or would you like the first one to happen in the UK?
I believe that, given Anthony's position, that first fight should be in the UK. But given Deontay Wilder's reluctancy to take that fight, we have sent them numbers for a US fight. It has been discussed, and maybe the first one is in the US. We're open to everything. We just want a conversation. That's all. And that's the hardest thing to get at the moment.
The last time I spoke to you, I let you into my conspiracy theory about the fight between Fury and Wilder not happening because I felt that he's gone dark on social media because he didn't really want the fight. Tyson Fury. And you said I was wrong. So I just wanted you to say I was correct on camera.
That fight's not happening.
Yeah. Well, I thought that Fury was doing something else. Yeah. And obviously with the ESPN deal, what's your take on the ESPN deal?
I mean, I like Top Rank. I like ESPN. It's a good platform. I don't have any problem with the deal. I don't know the ins and outs. It's obviously going to not stop the Wilder fight, but make that fight a lot more difficult to make. And I don't know the base of the deal. Maybe Fury wants to make $15-20 million to go and have a little tickle up in America. Can't knock the man. I mean, he's given all his last purse away to charity, right?
Apparently.
So he's going to give all this purse away to charity as well, I'm sure.
Well, we're also hearing that Bob Arum is offering Wilder a potential deal to fight other people as well. Does this make a unification fight easier for AJ, or?
I mean, look, you know, we're with DAZN in America, and Anthony's with DAZN. Does that mean he can fight on another platform? Yes, it does. Does that mean he wants to? No, we don't. But we also won't let the politics get in the way of him becoming the undisputed champion. As it so happens, I believe DAZN will pay more money than anybody else to make those fights. So we're in a good spot. But if I look at someone like Al Heyman, who is renowned for being a guy who is all about power moves, if I'm him now and knowing the relationship between Arum and Heyman, which is not very nice at all, I come straight make the undisputed fight with Anthony Joshua. That's what I do. But like I said, there's no correspondence, there's no communication, so I'm not very hopeful of that either. But you know, if I was Wilder now and I was Al Heyman, I would say, okay, if that's looking difficult, we fight in June, July, we fight Joshua. Let's go and get it made now.
So there's still no communication, even though it looks like Tyson Fury has got other plans.
No, nothing back yet.
Oh, finally, I suppose I have to ask you about Watergate. There's a clamour. I don't know whether you know what Border Wars is, but TBV put on these boxing shows where they want the host to fight other people, and there's a lot of clamour for Ness to fight Neil. How does that sound?
Neil, I don't like Nestor's chances.
What happened? What happened on that night with it?
Apparently, people were being rude to each other, and someone went like that with some water, and Nestor, he didn't like it. But I was actually, if you see the clip, I was being interviewed here, and then everyone just started having a go at me. Because don't forget, if you're ever in doubt or you're in trouble, blame Eddie Hearn.
Well, Eddie Hearn, I appreciate you talking to the Boxing Voice. It's been a pleasure as well. Thank you.
If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, entitled betting shows. The list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.